The death of Kapila Chandrasena is being described as a suicide. However, there are claims that pressure had been exerted on him to hang himself. There is now a very serious and alarming revelation emerging behind his death. At a time when Kapila Chandrasena did not have proper sureties, there was an individual, something we pointed out even at the initial stage, and we continue to suspect that this may have happened with the knowledge of certain authorities. At that initial stage, two individuals were presented as sureties for Chandrasena. However, these individuals were not legally qualified to act as sureties as warrants had been issued against them. The actual situation is that those two sureties were rejected by the court registrar. Accordingly, Kapila Chandrasena later presented two proper legally valid sureties and obtained bail. However, the individuals who provided the earlier illegal sureties believed that the bail was granted based on those invalid sureties. Therefore, the request made before court by the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption is completely unlawful. It is a request that should not have been made under any circumstances. As lawyers, we know that when sureties are presented before court, it is the court that determines whether they are valid or not. In our history, we have never seen a situation where the prosecuting party shows such interest in this matter. The Director General of the Bribery Commission involved in this case had previously threatened Kapila Chandrasena, saying that he would be pushed to the point of committing suicide by hanging. Furthermore, this request has been made in a highly irregular and unlawful manner. We respectfully urge the three commissioners of the Bribery Commission, if your Director General has abused the law, violated legal procedures, or acted unlawfully, why remain silent? Why is there hesitation to immediately initiate an investigation and inform Parliament to remove him?
It was also revealed that prior to his death, Kapila Chandrasena had allegedly stated he received a bribe of $2 million in connection with the Sri Lankan Airlines Airbus procurement deal, and that 60 million rupees of this amount had been given to Mahinda Rajapaksa. Chandrasena had been remanded in connection with this controversial transaction and was later granted bail. However, a warrant had subsequently been issued for his arrest after the sureties he presented were deemed not to have fulfilled the required legal conditions. He was reported to have died before he could be taken back into custody or be produced before court.